Hi, hello guys, and welcome to Watching Time. So today, probably due to the title of the video, you can guess that there is something that's wrong actually with one of these two watches, or maybe both of them. Well, not really. So story short, but I would really love to show you all guys this and to have a comparison so that you can understand better what's really going on with these counterfeits that are coming from, I guess, Asia. I don't know. Uh, but one of these two Tudor Pelagos, it's actually a fake replica. And I am really quite surprised because, first of all, I didn't knew there were fakes of Tudor. I thought they were more limited, at least the high quality fakes, to watches like Rolex or, Patek Philippe, etc. So I was quite surprised of this. And second of all, there is a story behind that it's nice to share so that you can learn to beware, especially beware of buying on websites or that are not trustful websites, or secondhand eBay, for example, if you don't know the seller or you have doubts about the watch. Obviously, I didn't knew what I was getting at, but the price point of the second hand should have made me thought of this. I thought it was just because they were missing the box, etc. Obviously, the owner said they had no responsibility. They didn't knew whatsoever. It was not a shop, but an owner actually. So it was actually used. But these counterfeits are becoming so good that it's impossible once they get actually into the market to be careful. The only way to actually prevent this type of accidents is buying from an original retailer or an official retailer. So the blue one that I have to my right, it's actually the real Tudor Pelagos. I know that because I bought it in an official retailer from Tudor a couple of years ago. And I wanted to add to my collection something more. I was looking for the left-handed. I ended up buying this, what it seemed a good opportunity in eBay, the Tudor Pelagos Black that you find at the left hand. And the seller, obviously in the ad, said that there was no box. They had the warranty. So there is actually a warranty card. Guys, it's the same as the Tudor. It had also the rubber strap, black rubber strap, like the blue that I got with this one. And the details are almost 90%, 99% undistinguishable between both of them. So I was surprised also because the Tudor Pelagos is a high-end technological diver watch. You're looking here at a marvelous design that looks like it's cousin Rolex with a 42mm case, but with details that you will not find in a Rolex. And what I mean is a full titanium case, titanium bracelet, but especially for the price point, you have, apart from the manufacturer movement that you will find inside of Tudor 70 hours power reserve, you have this wonderful clasp. This is something that I have already talked in other videos. This is a piece of engineer that is fantastic to own for such a small price point compared to other big brands. And you have a clasp with ceramic bearings that works very well, and that has a full mechanism of extension that I have only seen in Tudor Pelagos. As you can see behind, it has a quick release expansion that you can actually activate by pushing the push button here. And you also have a quick adjustment system with 3 spring bars that when you move them, you can have a very quick change in measurement. But also if you put it here in the small ball under this group, you activate the spring bars and you can have this very nice, very smooth spring control extension. So this is something that the Pelagos gives to the owners that's unique. What other thing it gives is that it has a helium valve, obviously, and a certified 500-meter water resistance if you actually want to dive. This is a professional diver in every sense. Titanium case makes it light to wear, and the vessel works in a fantastic manner. The noise that you hear, the no retro movement, it is just precise 60 click vessel. Ceramic, it's an excellent watch, and you are going to be paying 4,000 euros for this and be a happy man. You won't need any other diver. This is the diver that will make it yours forever. So said that, I was quite surprised when I added the black one to my collection through eBay that this one was actually a fake. And why? Because it is a perfect copy. This gives me the shivers because it is 100% made of titanium. The difference in weight between each of these watches is 5 grams. It is titanium, the same color. Obviously, titanium has this kind of darker steel color. The clasp, it's a perfect copy. Ceramic bearings, all the marks that you have on the original, you have it here too. And it has a copy of the full mechanism with 3 spring bars. Look at that. It has the extension here with the push. You can have a quick extension there of the bracelet, and you also have the quick adjustment. And as you can see, if I put it in the spring bar area, the spring bar comes to action as the original. This is something that left me with my mouth open. They have copied 100% the original watch with the same materials. Helium valve and a ceramic bezel, obviously in black color, with a very nice, actually, 60 click movement. Is it the same? No. You will feel that there is a difference there, but for you to notice, you have to have an original next to it. And that's the thing, guys. For you to notice the difference between these two watches, and there's little difference, you actually have to have a very good person, that expert, or you have to have an original next to it. What was the big tell? Because I actually spent months with this watch without realizing it was a copy. To my expertise, it was a fully original watch. Was actually the change in color in the bezel. As you can probably see, it is not white, and I'm sure there are probably better copies out there at this point, but it is a little bit more yellow. So I don't really know if what happened was, and I didn't notice because the difference is very, very smooth, it just changed color through time, so probably different lume quality, and it just turned a little bit yellowish, or this bezel was actually made for a copy of the left-handed, because it actually has this more yellowish tone than the white markers that you find in the black version. I don't know. I have no idea. So at that point, when I realized there was a difference in color, something I started smelling was not right. So I did all the measurements without opening the watch, obviously. And also the movement was not 70 hours power reserve. It works great. By the way, it has a very, very precise loss of seconds, so it's almost cost standard. So I took it to my service center. We open it, and it is inside. It is what they think it's a copy of an ETA, but they don't really know because it looks like an ETA in all the sense. So maybe it is an ETA, the movement. It is a good movement. They told me, this is a good movement. It's going to be working fine. But obviously, it's not the manufacturer movement that you will usually find in a Pelagos, so that makes this immediately a replica. So, I don't know, guys. I wanted to share with you guys this story because I, a big collector of watches, an expert, was actually kind of tricked. I don't know if I can say trick in the sense that I fall for a replica watch and thought it was real. I should have some of the price. I thought it was, because this one, at that time, they were not costing what they cost today at Tudor. And they were much cheaper. And the seller, he didn't know it was a fake. At least his full statement and story and everything. So good part of the story, I got my money back. I keep the watch because they don't want it back, obviously being a replica and everything. So I am probably going to destroy it at some point, or just having there close somewhere, not to be used, because I'm not going to be using it. But I thought it was interesting to share with you guys this story. You have to be very, very careful where you buy it from. And even if the person had good intentions, sometimes it's not going to be what they think it is. And especially if you're going to be spending the same amount of money, and I suppose that rarely happens in eBay, but if you're going to be spending 4,000 euros, just go to the retailer, go to someone you trust. If you're going to be spending 2,000, then probably you start thinking that there is something not wrong for such a deal. But these are the ring bells that you start to be seeing. And the second point that I wanted to share is how good they are getting on replicating these watches. This is amazing. I am really, really surprised on a watch that I thought was a watch that was giving you back a lot of things, because it's actually quite complicated. And I find myself that even those complications have been replicated. So anyway, guys, I hope that you like this story. If you like my videos and want to see more, just click on them. I have a lot of my watches already there, some new obviously coming. I know that modding has become something, especially on Instagram. So recently I mod myself this military watch company watch that I had with tritium. It was dull, I was not using it, it was sitting on my drawer. So I open it up and I start playing with it, and at least I think it looks a little bit more fun than it was before. But that's me. So anyway, guys, please take care, and we will see each other in another video very, very soon. So until then, see you. Bye bye.